Alright folks, hello and welcome to Titan Vial stream. Monkey, get out of here. You had your moment yesterday. There we go. Alright, so I have not played any Titan Vial since Thursday. So a lot of people, however, in the Discord have been very active about the deck. People are excited about it, people are having fun with it, and that is exactly what I was expecting to happen. So I'm very happy about that. But yeah, so based on what other people told me over there in the Discord and like discussing with people from the Amulet Discord as well, this is where we're going to be starting today. And after this list, we are going to be playing another list that was suggested by Bedell, again, a member of the Discord, and which we're going to be adding some extra lands and Slayer's Stronghold. So we're going to see how that works out. To begin with, though, this is where my starting point would be. You are going to see that I added a third copy of the Number Skull. I think this card is very good for us. So maybe going up to the third copy is the way to go. If you watched my stream from last Thursday, what I was doing is I played a copy of Ranger Captain of Eos in place of the other Number Skull. It's not that I'm not excited about the card, it's just that I think that call is better. There is the possibility, and I'm probably going to, it's going to be one of the things that I'm going to try out in the future, which would be just even going up on some copies of Ranger Captain of Eos, maybe lower the curve, maybe just cut the Titan, cut the Gargaroth or something, and then potentially even trying out some extra numbers of 1-drops, stuff like Giver of Runes, for example, Borinton Forge Tender for the sideboard, stuff like that. I don't know how often those cards are going to be better than just getting Reclaimer, but you know, trying things out is the only way to figure that out. But anyway, the core of the deck remains the same. I just cut the Nylea, added an extra copy of Tracker instead. Something that I'm giving a whirl to. My original list actually had 3 trackers, so this is no strange to me. And we're trying back the Gargaroth. This card has been like one of the most unimpressive for me, but the power that the card has against something like Prowess is definitely reasonable. So yeah, let's get started. Playing against Flowers 94. Oof, the nuts. Let's go. I think you basically 100 out of 100 you keep a hand that has turn 1 Reclaimer, turn 2 Flagstones. I think that's just a feature of the deck. Cliffs, so my guy is not very likely to survive this. That is okay though. Please discard me. Yes, let's go. Alright, so they don't have an answer to the turn 1 Reclaimer. If you are new to the deck and you start playing, you're gonna notice that your win percentage skyrockets when your turn 1 Reclaimer goes unanswered, particularly if you have a Flagstones. So I would not be surprised if that's what happens here. Not a bad draw. We're gonna even be able to play that ahead of schedule, which is nice. But yeah, if you are playing against Titan Vial, I strongly recommend that if you have a Lightning Bolt or something, you kill this on turn 1. Strongly recommend it. We're playing against John though, so that's good for us. This is Scavenging Ooze. You got it. So this means that we're gonna get a full another turn cycle with our Reclaimer being active. Now the question is, do we want that? Or do we want to play Courser? Courser is better if my opponent has a Liliana, because it leaves him with something on the board. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Temple Garden here. and we're just gonna get another flagstones. But this is gonna be setting up for 2 turns from now. So I'm actually gonna spend this turn to play a Courser. Well, that's really interesting. I still think we play Courser. And here we're gonna copy my opponent's speedland. So next turn we can Golos if we want to. There was an argument for like playing Reclaimer plus activating Reclaimer. I still think Courser is better. Hey Shauna, how's it going? How's it going? It's such a weird art. Like, what the hell is that? Alright, Reclaimer down. That sucks. Hey, Lewis. Oh, we're doing well. Doing pretty well. Huh. I think I'm gonna play both of these dudes. This basically puts a lot of pressure on my opponent to answer the Dryad or to answer the Golos in my hand, because otherwise we kinda just win. So it also puts a lot of pressure on them to answer the Reclaimer. So we were basically attacking my opponent on multiple different angles. This Blood Ray is going to need to be really good. That is not really good. That is not really good. So we're looking great here. You can kill whatever you want, opponent. All right. Oh, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, actually, we chill here. Wait, what? Are you sure, opponent? Are you sure you want to do that? Are you really sure that you want to do that? I guess they are. Okay. So if we find an untapped land here, yeah, excellent, excellent, excellent. So now we're gonna get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get a field. We trigger field. We have Reclaimer activation. Yeah, things are going very well for us. It kind of sucks that we already drew our Vesuva and we used it for the peat land, so that sucks a little bit, but we're fine. We're fine. There's also an argument for not doing anything and drawing this tracker, because this tracker is gonna be the nuts. In fact, I might try that out. Can't I Reclaimer into Sanctuary? Yes, I can. But I already have a second field in hand, right? I don't have a Dryad. So this Reclaimer might want to go for a Vesuva this time around. Call against command. Ooh. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Check this out. Check this out, chat. Oh, I guess it doesn't work because they have... still, it's too sick of a play to not do. So we're gonna do it anyway. It doesn't actually quite work because they have the scavenging unit, so they're gonna be able to exile the other one. But how sick is that line, huh? How sick is that line? And my opponent did not see that they could exile my land with his scavenging units. Alright. Good times. Good times. Hashtag outplayed. Alright, let's cut these vials. Cut Thalias. Want path, want this, want purges, want Arasta. Yep. Let's go. Never punished. I mean, I was probably gonna do that, right? Anyway, because I'm putting 3 zombies in play with that line. Okay. Interesting hand. Can I next level my opponent? I think I'm gonna. So this line is going to suck if my opponent has exactly Maelstrom Pulse. But by doing this, what I can do is, first of all, I don't allow my opponent to use their mana on this turn, because they clearly are holding a lightning bolt or something. So on my turn 2, I'm gonna just drop down 2 Reclaimers. This is a Ren. Just drop down 2 Reclaimers, and I'm gonna force my opponent to have 2 answers to both of them. But I think that actually punishes my opponent for not doing anything on turn 1, because it really messes up with their mana. And we did draw the Flagstone, so if either one of these Reclaimers survive. But now I'm forcing my opponent to, instead of developing their mana, like of developing the game plan, I mean, instead of playing a Goyf or like a Liliana or something, now they're gonna be, they're gonna be priced into answering both of my Reclaimers. This has been such fun to play. I've not had this much fun in Modern for a while. Yeah. Yep. I certainly have been very, very happy with the deck. I'll tell you that much. And the response that the deck has gotten has also been super exciting. So best draw is maybe another Reclaimer. That's fine. Okay, so we can cast this Golos next turn. In before my opponent just blood braids into Maelstrom Pulse. Wait for it. Wait for it. Pillage. LOL. So this means I'm not gonna get to Golos, but guess I'm gonna get Blast Zone. Blast Zone is an option. Castle is an option. You should write an email to people at MTGO so they name the deck properly. I mean, green white is just downright meaning. They don't pay attention to that. I cannot, like, I've seen Pont trying to get people to call Bloom Titan, and just fail miserably. Yeah, like the people that name the decks at MTG Goldfish just have no idea what they're doing. We could get a fetch here, actually. Man, we have so many options. I think I'm gonna go with Blast Zone. Because next turn we're going to basically get Flagstones into something else. So we're gonna get to make Reclaimers 3/4s anyway. I could have gotten Bounce Land. The problem with that is that I am delaying my Field of the Dead, which is not what I want to do. So yeah, it was something I could have done, but I don't think I'm too excited about that when it means that I am delaying my field turn. And here we have to prevent the Ren from ulting, so my opponent's gonna need something very good here, because we can do that very easily by next turn calling for Dryad. Okay, so Catacombs. Oops. Season Pyromancer doesn't really matter. And now they have fetched already, so it's not going to be easy for them to trigger Revolt, so it's not going to be easy for them to answer the Dryad. Can you explain to me the Radiant Fountain loop? It's not really a loop. It's not really a loop, it's just something that you can do. I'm certainly blocking this. Is there an instant? Yeah, there is an instant here. I think I just double block here. They can't ooze Exile my yard. They can cling. They can cling, but like it's the same. So this is just fine, I think. I'm gonna take some damage from the Goyfs. It's probably okay. Temple Garden. Flagstones. Suck this. Now we have to get Valakut. Plains. Valakut. Because we have to prevent the Ren from ulting. Again, they don't have push, so we should be fine here. CS always healed. Always yes. And now we're gonna do Valakut here, Valakut there. And I guess we swing for 6. We have my opponent dead next turn. Multiple ways. Yeah, of course. Now, when we drew the Vesuva, of course, that we were able to kill the Ren, but... I mean, you saw what happened. Both games, my opponent led the turn 1, or in this case, the 2 turn 2 Reclaimers survive, and it just spiraled out of control for them from there. Even if they have Boil here, like... It's not even that bad. It's annoying, but it's not even that bad. We're still... I don't want to... Yeah, I would say that we're still ahead on board here. And now we just lethal them. Oh, hello. Opponent has conceded. Destroying whole lands isn't that bad. Yeah, I mean, we were still in that, right? My opponent could have had a boil and we might have still been in there. We would need to draw 2 lands, but then we would just get the engine going again because we have 2 reclaimers and they're 3/4s. Opponent's at 9, so they don't really have very good attacks. Reclaimer was insanely strong this entire game, yep. Classic opponent underestimating Reclaimer, right? Yeah, that's actually something that I'm interested in doing. I want to... Maybe even tomorrow. Maybe even tomorrow. I'm thinking of doing a demystifying video on this deck. Sure, let's keep this. I'm interested in doing like a demystifying like Titan Vial. My opponent says that they enjoy the content. Sweet. They kept 7 and they're playing Lurrus. Hopefully it's Lurrus John that is not Lurrus Prowess. Oh. Well, that's also kind of bad. White Source? Oh, that's so much better than a White Source. We might not have enough time, though. If they have a Druid right here, that could be a problem. Yeah, the Void Druid, yeah. I was thinking it might be Boggles, but it's just Druid. Okay, so... Here's Reclaimer. Up to 2. That's pretty great. So we play our land. So we're gonna spend 2 mana to activate. Go get a Flagstones. We're gonna play Steve. We're gonna sack you, and that's gonna be 4 lands. We're gonna get Flagstones, sack Flagstones. If we draw any land, we're gonna be fine. We just have to draw any land at all. Well, I guess that we're not really fine. We just get to answer the giver. So we're gonna have to draw Valakut actually, which is bad. Okay, so there's the Druid. This turn 1 giver is kind of annoying. Can I do anything else? One thing that I was considering is... Yeah, I don't think we have any other alternatives. Another thing that I was considering was to add something like a Phyrexian Revoker to the list. Might be a little bit too narrow, but I mean, there are things that I would like to revoke. Like this. So both lines are kind of the same, right? I can call for Golos. Or I can use this turn to activate Reclaimer. And they effectively do the same thing. I'm still in the same spot where I need to draw a Valakut. I guess a fetch line would be the best draw, actually. Third Dryad, no bueno. We can call for Raminap. Play Raminap, replay this, but then we don't have mana to activate Reclaimer. This is tough. Flagstone sack. Get land, get Valakut. Or up to 5 lands. Yeah, I think we're just... I mean, we can force my opponent to have it. That's really all that we can do. Hey, Magus, how's it going? We can force my opponent to have it, really. That's all that we can realistically do here. We're 1 turn short. We are 1 turn short. Next turn we will be fine. Yeah. We would very easily win next turn, but I'm pretty sure that we're not gonna get it next turn. Flagstones are a virtual fetch. Yeah, in a way. Just telling my opponent to show me the win con. There we go. We don't need to waste both of our times. So we want paths in this matchup. We want... Actually, we might want Eidolon. Is that crazy? Because that actually guarantees that we get 1 extra turn. Yeah. I have never actually thought about that before right now. That's funny. Literally never ever thought about that aspect of Eidolon. Because usually on the turn that they win, they play 2 spells. They play like the Vizier or whatever, and they play the lethal threat. So Eidolon basically is a guaranteed extra turn against this deck. That's pretty sick. I have never actually thought about it in those terms. Awesome. Alright, let's go. I guess I'd rather have Fountain than a second field. Field doesn't really matter in the matchup. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. Pretty interesting thought there. Huh. Well, I think we keep. Now the question is, what do we... I think we have to Vial on 1, actually. On turn 2, we can Reclaimer plus activate Vial, but... If we're splashing red, shouldn't we have Clothes? Why? Any card you play in the deck needs to have an explanation. Also, the red splash is extremely minimal. And it's not the list that we're playing right now. We're not playing the Stronghold list. Alright, there's the Druid. I think we're just... Like, if they have the turn 3, like, we're just dead. We don't even have white sources to call. God damn it. Please don't kill me. This is good against decks trying to race you mainly, also good in grinding matchups. Yes. And so is literally our entire deck. And it's not good against the main deck that races us, which is Prowess. So it's hard to cast and it's worse than other cards that we're already playing. On the draw, probably still keep this. Betrayed by the Vial. Kind of, right? What are we playing against? Ponza? I guess. Good or Ren. They got back the Heath, which is interesting. Huh. Could play a Thalia to force the Ren minus. I mean, it's not like Thalia is going to be doing anything else in the face of this Ren anyway, so... Sure. I'd rather use my mana for something quote-unquote productive. Yeah. At least it gets my opponent a little further away from Ren. But next turn I'm going to be activating Reclaimer anyway, so it's not like I am using my mana for anything relevant. Oh, classic. So are they just playing red-green? I don't understand what my opponent's playing, honestly. Okay, so they're just playing Gruul midrange. Why are they getting back the Windswept Heath instead of the strictly better land? Maybe they just only have a single mountain? I guess. Discarding Elder Gargoth and Bone Crusher Giant. Sweet. Wow. I'm just gonna put the fear on their eyes. Okay. My opponent's sequencing is not very good, to say the least. Like, if they tap out here, we might just be able to kill them. They also left a red... Okay, so they're gonna do something. So this needs to be a Blood Moon, honestly. Okay, so it is a Blood Moon. This is kind of annoying. So now instead of being able to call for... We need to call for Night of Autumn. Instead of being able to call for... Could have been able to go for Dryad. We're probably still going to be fine here, though. So we play the Knight. We block 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we block here. Good. This stays on 3. If we're playing red, should we play BBE to Vial it in? That's some next level thinking right there. That's what that is. So we need to draw an untapped land here. And I think we actually set up lethal. Is this a no? Sweet. So I think we're good now. Yes, Knight of Autumn. Destroy that. Green, white. Call. For Dryad. Land number 1. Play Dryad. Sacrifice Flagstones. Yes. Get a Plains. And get a Valakut. Valakut is gonna be... Well, I guess that we actually cannot set up lethal, huh? So if we cannot set up lethal, we have to... I think we're just gonna kill the Bloodbraid and the Chandra. Or we can kill the Chandra and make it 2/2. Is making it 2/2 better? Is making it 2/2 better than killing the Bloodbraid? No, not really. So I guess we're gonna do that. Always yes. All right, got this turn to kill me, opponent. Yeah, unfortunately we could not kill both walkers. So since we could not kill both walkers, it was better for us to do this. Thank you, Lewis. So they're playing Gargs, so they're probably not playing Glorybringer, since those are often mutually exclusive. So if we're not fearing Glorybringer, we're only fearing exactly Second Blood Moon. Nothing else that my opponent can have matters. Alright, that's the only thing that beats me, and that's exactly what my opponent has. Yeah, that's brutal. That is brutal. Because no other card that my opponent could have there would have mattered at all. But exactly Second Blood Moon, once I have already used my Knight of Autumn, that actually beats me. And I don't have like a tracker or something else. And then having a Clothes means that I can't even just like attack a bunch now. Yeah, that's really problematic. That's really, really problematic. That's really, really problematic. Can we win this? I think we have to just pass here. We don't have good attacks. There's nothing we can really do here. But I think that we actually lose this game. Block with Knight, top deck Witness. Yep, that would be a way to do it. And I guess Call also does it. So third call or natural E-witness. Oh, they just have lethal. Oh, no, they don't. Oh, they do, because they could have attacked with everything. Only one damage needs to go through because they can rend minus opponent. All right, let me punish them. Let me punish them. Eternal Witness or Illidan's Call. Let's go. My opponent missed lethal. Like, if they attack with everything, I block here, I block here, I block the knight here. One makes it through, they minus Ren, we die. Cathalias. Do I like Tech Edge better than Bog? Not really. Steve is good. Tracker's good. Prime Time's good. Ramming Up's good. Maybe Reliquary? I like the calls, like the vials, like the pads, reclaimers, purge, Steve, Dryad. I think I'm gonna cut knight, yeah. How did 3 calls been? So far so good. I only played 2 matches for now. Played against John and Green White Druid. Won the first one, lost the second one. So we're gonna cut a Titan. Could also cut a path. I think I low-key like this hand. We are 1 land drop away from triggering Valakut. And we have an answer to a moon. Elder instead of the second Golos. Yeah, I'm playing Gargaroth. I don't know if it's better than the second Golos, but I'm playing it because I can. No Nylea? No, that's what I cut. I'm moving things around. I'm moving things around. I am also working on this deck. I'm also new to this deck, right? Even though I am the person that has been playing, that has played this deck the most, I'm still new to the deck because the deck is just new. So I'm just trying things out in order to try something. Like I already know how I feel about Nylea, right? I've been trying it and it's been good, so I think do they just have no red mana? That's what's going on here. Okay, now they do. Getting boiled. Blood braid. Okay. I really hope my opponent blood moons me. Oh, the combo! Thank you for those. Thank you for untapping my lands, OP. Appreciate it. Oh, the combo. That is so funny. Opponent, what the hell are you doing? You literally enabled... Man. It's prime time. Read your cards, folks. Read your cards. Oh, nice choke. I really don't understand. I really don't understand. Like this... I don't know, whatever. We lost to green-white Druid. Don't bring it choke against Dryad decks. Don't bring in choke. Then you cannot kill the Dryad and the Dryad kills your things. You can't even blood moon me if you choke me. Don't bring in choke against Dryad decks. Please. Please. We have to fetch for a forest right here in case I want to go get Reclaimer, which I think I am. Layers rules aren't so easy to understand. It's not a layers thing. It's just the way things work. Like, it's just logical, right? Well, I guess I have to go get Knight of Autumn now. The Immortal Dryad sinks in. Sure. Doubling down. So we have to draw any land because they all enter untapped. I think we kill the choke. So now we kill our own Dryad, we get to untap, we are gonna slam a Titan. And then on the following turn, I guess if we track her, actually. Land would be nice. Yeah, okay, so we track her. Land. And next turn we can Titan. Courser. Yeah, Chandra ult is going to be a problem. It's kind of incredible how much stuff my opponent needed to have a shot here, and they drew it all. Just kind of frustrating. Like, they needed all of this stuff. If they didn't have one of all of these pieces, we would have been fine, but... 3 Friars, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold one more time. Appreciate it. I think I'm just gonna get 2 planes here. Flagstones kind of sucks versus Blood Moon. No, if you get them before. Like, this allows you to get your basics. I mean, the only reason we're losing this game is because of the Chandra, right? That's the only card that my opponent played that actually really mattered. We could have beaten everything else. We could have beaten everything else, but they just had the Chandra that we were not able to clock. And that's what got us. But yeah, it happens. Wait, what? Oh, opponent with the VM value, I love it. That's funny. Well, this is a very good hand. Let's go. Even before Stubborn Denial. Feels bad, man. That's cool. Okay, so we're probably not playing around. What are we playing against? Oh shit. Playing against Mill. We have a couple of different routes that we can take here. We can go the call for that's a problem. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to blow that up. Okay, so that answers our question. We're gonna have to go call for. We're gonna have to call for Knight of Autumn because we have to answer that. Which honestly, it's kind of unfortunate. Because I would have liked to have called for Dryad there. But this is going to kill us very, very quickly, so... Drugolos. So they didn't have the one that mills me if I blew something up. I'm trying to think if I should play the flagstones to make this into a 3/4. If I play flagstones, I play this into a 3/4, they go to 13. 16, sorry. Then next turn we swing for 5. I guess it seems better. We have to destroy the Frey Insanity, because otherwise we just lose to it. So this is 3 this turn, 5 next turn, so they cannot fetch. 3 plus 2. Surgical My Temple Garden, okay. That is effectively the same amount of damage, right? Because they took 2 damage to Surgical My Temple Garden, so... So 2 Crypt Incursions are gone. That's good for us. Don't have another one of these. Oh, fuck. Okay, so that actually kills us, I think. We're not gonna be able to raise to that. It's rough. The second one of this might have been a little bit too much there. If we find a green source, ugh, that's just so much. That's just so much. for insanity. Like, we could beat the first one, but the second one is a little bit too much. It's real tough. I think we were fine until the free insanity, the second one. So we're down to 9. So I guess if they have absolutely nothing, maybe we're okay. Cling to dust, but you could bog. Yeah, I think we're just dead. That's kind of it, right? Purge for Ashiok, maybe? Purge for Ashiok, maybe. Don't think I like Rasta. I don't think Eidolon actually does too much here. Thalia's gonna do work. 75 cards in, that's a terrible strategy. That way your lands to spells ratio gets all messed up. I think it's okay if you want to go like up to 62 or 63 or something, but like you still need your lands to spell ratio to be a reasonable number, right? But there are cards I kind of don't want in my deck. Like Prime Time seems pretty sketchy. Raminap is okay. I could see doing something like this, 63. Because I still have a reasonable land to spell ratio because I have 28 lands. 69 cards seems nice. That's the optimal number. But I still like to see like Reclaimer in the early turns and Thalias, right? So if I am adding cards for no reason, then I am diluting my deck of my good top decks. Or my good opener hands, I guess. Tracker is good, it clocks pretty effectively. Maybe Courser can go. $61 card special. Ooh, this hand is perfect. Keep. Limited Cyborg and hand in numerous cards. In limited? Yeah. That was a really clutch. Really, really clutch. I'm just gonna hope that they don't have the thing that fetches. The thing that punishes me for fetching, I mean. The Archive Trap. Yeah, they have it. Shit, man. They only have one at least. So it's not the end of the world. One Valakut is gone. Just gonna go get another Flagstones. Pass the turn. It was correct for me to do it on my turn because it gives them one Otherwise, if I do it on their turn, they have another draw step. I'm probably going to give them that draw step regardless, but... Well, that's pretty sick. Might get drawn and locked here. No. Okay. It's a good Valakut. It was actually strictly better for them to bounce my Reclaimer there. That's rough. Real rough. Yep. It was that turn. It was that draw 3 that really did it here. Well, actually minus Inashio here is fine. It makes sense. Minus Inashio, actually the correct play. So I guess we blow this up. Replay. I might as well play this. Brutal. That's prime time. This is tough. So we die to basically anything at all, right? So we attack for 4. My prime time. Decline to search. Say go. And if they have any mill spell whatsoever, we die. Dryad. Do we even have any Dryads left? I don't even know. Attack. No. Brings them down to 1. Now we can take it, this, and I guess then I'm gonna Thalia and hope for the best. Sheldo Kyle right on time. Sweet, we won. We won. Alright. Somehow they drew a bunch of blanks. I still don't think I won Eidolon. Maybe Titan is just fine as a big dumb beater, just Colossal Dreadmaw. They did show me Echoing Truth, however. They did show me Echoing Truth. I'm not sure about Rasta. Well, let's try it out. So they showed me discard spells and stuff. Probably still keep this. Hey, gotcha. How's it going? Ooh, that's pretty sick. It's not sick. Don't have a discard spell too, please. Oh, come on. Really? Opponent confirm Black Sack. Drawing like shit. I'm bugging myself because I delay their Ancestral. It really sucks that we drew both of our purges and my opponent doesn't even have a target for it. Mesmeric Orb. Aether Gust. And if they continue missing land drops, we might actually have a shot here. Glimpse sucks for us. Kind of have to kill this knight. For them to continue missing land drops, it's our out. We lost game 1, we won game 2. Valakut. I have not fetched a single time for now. So far. I have not fetched a single time. So I'm going to assume that my opponent has at least two Mindbreak traps in their hand. Which means I'm just going to use this knight to attack. If they have something like Drown the Lock, we're dead anyway. That's a desperation move. Okay, so they finally found the land, and they found a good one too. Inquisition resolves. So now this knight is lethal by itself. Ramming up would have been a sick draw. Echoing Truth, the knight. Yeah, that's pretty good for them. Because that is 3 mils. That's not bad. Obodo is basically a free mill 3 or a 28-1 cards in library. Ooh, they missed out on the Oboro activation. That's huge. Well, there goes Raminap. That's a problem. Prime time. Okay. Crypt Incursion. It's a lot of life gained. It's a lot of fucking life gained. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my out is for this Mesmeric Orb to not mill all my Valakut in the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. And for them to have nothing else. Oh, they figure out the Oboro thingy. Okay, so now that's actually lethal. Ah, feels bad. Feels bad. I think that I play this game properly. I mean, my Valakut would have get milled anyway, but feels like I played that game properly, but playing properly is not enough sometimes. Last time they were at 6, they cast Crypt Incursion. Imagine they never had an Archive Trap. I don't think that you would ever keep the 2-lander if you don't have the Archive Trap. Sure. Sure. Yeah, that incursion was huge. Yeah, if they didn't have the incursion, we would have won that game. Gubbos. It's the Vial mirror. Hopefully they don't have a turn 3 combo, because we can't beat that. Okay, so they don't. Play Reclaimer. Play Valakut, say go. Gobos versus Elves, a classic. Yeah. We kind of need a Dryad quickly. It's probably a Matron for Snoopy. Yep. Ugly Art Matron. Gonna Snoopy on end step. Munitions expert. All right. It's a lot of respect for Gruul Reclaimer. Into it. So many Reclaimers. The onesie. The onesie. That's funny. Sling Gang Lieutenant. Hopefully they don't get Mons, because Mons would be problematic. So we're gonna get some life here. We get double Reclaimer activation. We have multiple blockers. Can Golos next turn. Our best draw is either a call or a Dryad. But if they're trying to play the fair game, I think that we should be okay. Okay, that's a Kiki. That's problematic. Probably gonna copy Slingang, I assume. Oh, Munitions Expert. That's what they're gonna copy. Well, I don't know what they're trying to do over there. Like, I don't know what their plan is, so I'm not sold on the fact that doing that might be better. Sick. That's what we call the nuts. Oh, hello. So let's just do this main phase here. So now they're not going to be able to activate Kiki. No. I don't know why they let me do this. They should not have. They should not have allowed me to do this. So we're gonna get flagstones. Vial it here. CS always healed. They're not sucking to Sling Gang either. Should I go? I think I'm gonna go with Winsip Heath here. This doesn't really matter. I'd rather get the blocker. And this is a lot better if they find another munitions expert and they do answer the Dryad. So now we actually have a pretty powerful board state. My opponent definitely lost a pretty good opportunity there to do some stuff. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so they are playing both combos because they have Putrid Goblin. So they have the green dude. So they're probably gonna munitions expert the Dryad, but that's just fine. Grim Gully, yeah, that guy. Bulgard Harbinger. So you get a free fetch here, so let's do that. That's a lot better. Keep these on 3. Activate Vial. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Golos. Get another Field of the Dead. Play Blast Zone off Tracker. So I guess we just attack with with this. Set up lethal for next turn. Alright, so they have to kill me here or they are going to lose. Snoopy. That's a whiff. They concede. Okay, so paths, purges, knight. Core Firewalker? Seems pretty lackluster. Thalia's gone, Bog is gone. Knight can probably go and Gargs. Maybe Gargs. Maybe Raminab. Still surprised about deck on paper versus actual gameplay. What do you mean? You mean the deck looks bad on paper, but when you actually play it, it's good? Yes, that's what I've been saying. What do I think about Winds of Abandon over third path? I don't like it. A lot of our bad matchups, path helps sure a little bit, and Winds doesn't. Example would be Devoted Druid, example would be this deck, example would be, what else? Neo Brand. Thoughtseize. Really? Probably have to take the Knight of Autumn here if they don't have another land. Yeah, I think that overall just Winds is strictly worst path in the modern format. Maybe you never resolved it. Oh, I've resolved it, but like, what are you in the decks where Winds could potentially be good? It's because you have other stuff, right? So in blue-white or decks like that, then you can Winds make sense because you're already playing like a full playset of Path to Exile, and you're playing like you already have you have a supporting crew, right? But in a deck like this, like Path is one of our few interactive spells. When you need it, then like you really need it. They are using Ugly Vial, yeah, they are. They are indeed using Ugly Vial. Damn, son. Okay, so I have to assume that they have a 2-drop. Because they could have taken the Tireless Tracker and instead they took the path. So I have to assume that they have a way to combo me out. If not next turn, then on the following turn or something. So... they got nothing. And they took my path instead of my tracker. What the hell are you doing, opponent? It's really weird. Okay, so we can go get the second Night of Autumn. Blow up this Vial. That seems like the best line, right? Or I can go get Dryad. I think I'm gonna go with Night of Autumn. And I can mess with them on the mana department. We can still die from here. We can certainly still die from here. But I could have gotten Dryad there, but if I do that, then that is assuming that I'm going to find the Valakut. Because Dryad doesn't do anything unless I also have the Valakut. So start there. Call. Shoot. Valakut off the top. One time? Oh, I fucked up! I fucked up! I could have gotten Ewit and then... Yeah, I could have gotten Ewit. Ewit for Path. Damn it, I totally did not see that line. Ewit for Path, Pathy, Snoop, win. Yeah, that was the line. Didn't see it in time. I shouldn't have cracked the second clue. I was fine with the first clue. Damn it. Huge punt. They need to have another Harbinger, but I think they do have it. Yep. God damn. Damn, I've really punted this game. Yeah, I messed that one up. Really messed that one up. I have to remember that this is a Snapcaster Mage, right? In this kind of matchup, Eternal Witness is a Snapcaster Mage. You saw it like 1 second after the second clue got cracked? Yeah, that's brutal. Feels bad, man. Can the mana work with Renin 6? No. Splashing is basically not worth it. There's no card that you can convince me that it's worth splashing for. Also, ramming up is probably just better Renin 6 in this deck regardless. The instinct is to find a piece of interaction. Yeah, exactly. But I should have... Yeah, like, our opponent thought sees our path earlier. I totally forgot about that. So I'm like, oh, how can I interact with my opponent's creature? It's just, oh, well. We did draw a piece of interaction that got thought seized. Getting that back would have been interaction. Stupid toolbox deck. Why you so tough to play? Stupid toolbox deck. Opponent, are you there? The number of possible decisions is exponentially greater in a toolbox deck. Yeah, by definition. By definition. Also, it's wild how this card is like 50 bucks, 40 bucks on Magic Online. It's pretty silly, if you ask me. It is 40 tickets. The Fairy Master of Time is the second most expensive card at $17.94. Vials are 40? No, Elder Gargaroth is. Wild West Wild, thank you for the follow. Keep this. Turn 1 Vial, turn 2 Reclaimer, turn 3 Activate, sack Flagstones. We have Interaction in Celestial Purge. Yeah, this hand is very good. Would be happier if this were basically any other land whatsoever, but it's still okay. It's still fine. Undercoasted Green, keyword Salad Mythic, yeah. The second coming of, what's the name of the 4-drop? Questing Beast. Vials are 20 ticks too? Jeez. That's OD. What does OD mean? Can beat that one. Alright, any untapped land, preferably a forest, temple garden, etc. Okay. Oh, odd. Got me. Is my opponent gonna attack? Let's go! Let's go! Give me my free block, thank you very much. Nice attack, opponent, nice attack. Reclaimer, so sick. Reclaimer, so sick. Goblin Matron. That's okay. You have the answer. Ringleader. Okay. That's good. That means that opponent's definitely feeling the pressure. So, sack here. It's gonna beat me up to 3 lands. This is number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. So we're gonna get to trigger Valakut here. Sick. All right. That's what people in the business call G fucking G's. Turn for kill. Easy. Have I considered new Vivian? I've considered all the planeswalkers, and all of the walkers basically have a creature counterpart that is just better. If you want card advantage, Nylea is better than any planeswalker card advantage-y thing. Particularly because when you need it, you can just call for it. Call is really, really good in this deck, in case you hadn't noticed. Alright, a little bit of a disappointing showing in the 2-3. To be fair, like, I feel like my opponents got very, very, very lucky. Particularly the Ponza opponent. Their sideboard was very poor and they got rewarded for it. Because they just drew the nuts, so... but... yeah, we're gonna be trying out the other version that I posted today. So we're gonna be looking at this list now. I might have time to play another league with this afterwards. We're gonna see how that goes. But for sure, I want to give this one a shot. We're playing 29 lands. I'm just gonna do a deck tech in a second. But if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you later.